We are studying AC circuit with pure capacitors. Here is a circuit, we are applying AC, one capacitor is fitted. This is the simplest form. The EMF applied through the supply is E is equal to E naught sin omega t, that is the peak value is E naught, and at any time t the EMF is given by E. This is phase, peak value and instantaneous value when the time is t. When we are giving this to a capacitor, then is there any current flowing? If the current flowing, it is time based, then what is the equation of that current? So, to find out equation of the current, we come to the basic characteristics of C, capacitor. It tells us relation between charge, potential difference and capacitance, and that relation is Q is equal to C into V. If we differentiate both the sides, then this will be dq by dt is equal to d by dt differentiation of C into V. V is what? Potential difference. In this case, for potential difference, we are using the letter E. So, we will write it E. Fine. Now, dq by dt, we know this is formula for charge. So, this is formula for charge per unit time, that is current. So, this is current. Current is equal to, C is a constant, it does not change during the application of current. So, this is a constant, and differentiation of E. We can do the differentiation of E only if it is a function of time. Is it a function of time? Yes. Answer is yes. E is equal to E naught sin omega t. So, in place of E, we will write E naught sin omega t. This is the value of E. So, I is equal to C E naught sin omega t. Now, this is instantaneous value. What should be the maxima minima of this current? Answer is, let me correct it. E is equal to E naught sin omega t, and this differentiation is yet to be done. So, I will write it d by dt. Okay. So, C and E naught, these are constants. The differentiation will be done for sin omega t, d by dt of sin omega t, and d by dt of sin omega t is very simply cos omega t. So, this is cos omega t. If it is like this, then I is equal to C E naught cos omega t, and for this cos omega t, I want to convert it into sine. Now, cos to sine, I want to convert because I want to compare with this. This is a sine function, so I also want to convert it to a sine function. And cos theta is equal to sine 90 minus theta. Other cos theta is equal to sine 90 plus theta. Both are there. Which should I choose? Either of the two. So, I choose sine 90 plus omega t. So, I is equal to C E naught sine 90 plus omega t. What was the other option with me? Cos omega t is equal to sine 90 minus omega t, and this is also equal to sine 90 plus omega t. We are free to choose any one of this, but I choose according to this. I have to compare this, and here omega t is what? Positive or negative? Answer, it is positive. So, I have to choose any of the two. Here positive, so I have chosen this positive one. 90 degree is pi by 2, so I can write this I is equal to C E naught, and this is sine omega t first plus pi by 2. Okay. Now, this is instantaneous current when the time is t. This current keeps on increasing or decreasing according to this t. Now, It is a sine function. When this will be maximum and when this will be minimum. Answer, this will be minimum 0, but when this will be maximum? Current I is maximum. Maximum. How much? I naught. When sine omega t plus pi by 2 is equal to 1, because that is the maximum value it can take. In that case, this I will become I naught is equal to C E naught, and this has become 1. So I naught is equal to C E naught. This one relation we have got. Okay. Now this is differentiation. D by dt of sine omega t. This is cos omega t multiplied by d by dt of omega t, and d by dt of omega t is omega. So that omega is multiplied here. Omega is a constant, so I will keep it here, and this will be C omega E naught. Everywhere it will be like this. So this is C omega E naught. This is I naught. Okay. Now what will be the equation? What is equation now? Answer, equation now is I is equal to this whole thing is equal to I naught. I is equal to I naught sine omega t plus pi by 2. This is the simplest form of the current equation. I naught, E naught, instantaneous value E, instantaneous value I, function of t, function of t. So this is the form we were looking for. Omega t positive, omega t positive. Now we can compare the two. How we can compare the two? When the time is t, what is the phase of E? Answer, omega t. What is the phase of I? Omega t plus pi by 2. What is meant by plus pi by 2? I is pi by 2 ahead of E. So this is the meaning of plus pi by 2. So this is equation of I. I will repeat it once again how we have done the derivation. We know for capacitor Q is equal to CV, differentiate both the sides with respect to time. So dQ by dt is equal to d by dt of C, and this V is equal to E. Okay. After that, dQ by dt is current, so I write it current, and here C is a constant. This comes out, and d by dt of E. Now E is, according to this equation, E is equal to E naught sine omega t. Now we have to differentiate. C is constant, E naught is constant, so we can differentiate only sine omega t, and differentiation of sine omega t is cos omega t, and differentiation of omega t is omega. So this omega is also multiplied with this. Now this has become C omega E naught. C omega E naught sine. Now this cos omega t, I want to convert it into sine because I have to compare with this. So for cos omega t, there are two options. Cos omega t is equal to sine 90 minus omega t or sine 90 plus omega t. Out of this, I choose 90 plus omega t because here omega t is positive and here also omega t is positive. So I have a choice, I choose this. Now in place of cos omega t, we write sine 90 plus omega t, and this becomes the equation. Now in this omega t plus pi by 2, I write it in this format, omega t first, then phase difference pi by 2. Now this value I will be maximum I naught when this sine function becomes 1. This I current is maximum I naught when this sine function become equal to 1. So I naught is equal to omega c E naught, and this has become 1. I keep this equation. Now c omega E naught, this value in this equation I replace with I naught. So this becomes I is equal to I naught sine omega t plus pi by 2. I is equal to I naught sine omega t plus pi by 2. Now you see these two are symmetrical. Instantaneous value, peak value, same function, omega t, omega t. Only difference is this is omega t plus 0, this is omega t plus pi by 2. So who is ahead? Answer, I is ahead. So I precedes or I lead E by phase pi by 2, or E lags I by pi by 2. This is one and the same thing. So here again E and I are not with the same phase. One is behind, one is in leading condition. Okay, so this is the relation of E and I and the phase difference between them. Now this we can express in the terms of diagrams, wave diagrams and phasor diagrams. How we will do it? See, okay, we will make the diagrams for these E and I. Before that, I will keep a note here that I naught we had derived is equal to C omega E naught, the peak value and the peak value of EMF, they are related like this. This I will need after some time. First, we will make the diagrams here. So first wave diagram. Wave diagram. This is diagram of E. This is phase 0, this is phase pi by 2, this is pi and this is 2 pi. Where is I? Answer is I should be before E. This I is leading. If I is leading, then peak of the I should appear before E. First I increase, after that E increase, and there is a difference of pi by 2. So from here this is the difference pi by 2, this is the difference pi by 2. So I make the peak of I at this point, and this is like this. This is diagram for I. Now this peak, after that this peak. Which peak is made first? Answer, peak of I is made first. How much? Answer, by pi by 2. If this is pi by 2, for E this is 0. For E this position is pi by 2, but for I this position is 1 pi. It has started from pi, actually it is like this. So this way you will see that there is always a phase difference of pi by 2. For I it is 3 pi by 2, for E it is pi. So first I is made, then E is made. First I is made, then E is made, and this is true for capacitor, because in capacitor first we give it the current, and with the current charge goes there. When the charge fills up in a capacitor, then E is developed, potential difference is developed. So what is done first? Current is given or charge develops? Yes. That is, current goes first and then charge develops in a capacitor. Therefore, current is first, then potential difference is developed. So this is wave diagram showing the phase difference of pi by 2. If we want to convert it into time difference, then this time is this is t, this is half t, and this is t by 4. Okay, so there is a time gap of t by 4. Now we see another diagram, and that is phasor diagram. Phasor. The phasor diagram in this case will be, this is E naught, it has got a phase omega t, this is value of instantaneous E. Okay, at time t, this is value of E. Where is the vector I naught? Answer, it is in advanced condition. It is always advanced by pi by 2, by 90 degree. So I make it 90 degree, and this is the vector, not vector, this is the I naught value. And how much is its phase? Answer is, this is omega t and this is pi by 2, this is omega t plus pi by 2, omega t plus pi by 2, this is the value. Where is the instantaneous I? How much? Answer, this is the instantaneous I value. Now, can you tell me that in the next one instant, what will be the effect on E and I? Rotate it. If you rotate it, it is going higher. So E is increasing. If you rotate this, this is going down. So I is decreasing. In this particular, at this particular instant, E is in the increasing phase. I is in the decreasing phase. So value of E will increase and value of I will decrease. This is the information given by the phasor diagram. So phasor diagram gives me the phase of two, E and I, the instantaneous value when the time is t, and it also tells me that what is going in the next instant, which is increasing, which is decreasing. So this is phasor diagram for AC circuit with capacitance. And now we come to very important part. Is there any opposition to current in capacitor? The answer is yes, there is again opposition to current, and mathematically we always find opposition to current in the form of V upon I, E upon I. So we will apply, is there any value of E upon I in case of this capacitor? Answer is yes, we will find it from here. From here we say E naught upon I naught. E naught upon I naught is equal to 1 upon C omega. So it is not 0. That means there is certain opposition to the current, and that opposition is 1 upon C omega. Is this opposition a constant, or it is a reaction to the frequency? We see frequency is here. If frequency is here, then this opposition is a reaction to the frequency. And whenever it is reaction to the frequency, then we call it reactance. So this is also reactance. Now if this is reactance, what is the difference with the previous reactance? That was with the inductor, this is with the capacitor. So we call it capacitive. Capacitive reactance. And we give it a name, and that name is XC. So capacitive reactance XC is equal to 1 upon C omega. And now we see different implication of XC. XC is equal to 1 upon C omega. This is capacitive reactance. Okay. Now, what will be its value? How does it react? We take it simply AC, DC. AC, omega is large. In AC, omega is large. If omega is large, then XC is very small. If XC is very small, then what will happen? If XC is very small, then current which is equal to E naught upon Xc. From where this has come? Xc is equal to 1 upon C omega. This C omega I can write this way. E naught upon 1 upon C omega. Now, what does your mathematics say? This will come here and it would be this. So, this can be written as this, and this thing 1 upon C omega is Xc. So, I can write it E naught upon Xc, because for calculation of current we need something below EMF, which is opposition to the current, like V upon R, like V upon XL, similarly E upon Xc. So, I is equal to E naught upon Xc, which is a format of E naught upon 1 upon C omega. Okay. Now, in this you see current. If frequency is high, current will be high. If frequency is high, opposition is low. So, if opposition is low, current is high. Whose frequency is high? Answer, AC. So, if AC frequency is high, the reactance will be low and current will be high. That means AC is allowed to pass. So, remember, AC omega is large, Xc small, current allowed. Current allowed to pass. Which current? AC current allowed to pass. DC omega is equal to 0, Xc infinity. That means a very large reactance, a very large opposition to DC. Therefore, DC not allowed to pass. So, in case of capacitor, what is allowed to pass? AC is allowed to pass, DC not allowed to pass. And now if you remember, in case of inductor, it was opposite. In case of inductor, AC was blocked, DC was allowed to pass. Here, DC not allowed. Not allowed means blocked. So, here DC is blocked, in inductor, DC was allowed. Here AC is allowed, in inductor DC was allowed and AC was blocked. Okay. So, remember this reversal case. Now, this is all about AC circuit with pure capacitor. So, we have this circuit, equation for EMF applied, equation for electric current, relation between E and I, phase relation. Then we have what is meant by reactance, capacitive reactance, behavior of the capacitive reactance. Then we have wave diagram and then we had phasor diagram. So, all these 7 points we have studied for capacitor. So, all these points were studied if there is a pure resistor, if there is a pure inductor, if there is a pure capacitor. So, you should remember all these points, and now from next class we will study the combination. That is, if two are combined, resistance and inductor, resistance and capacitor, and resistance, capacitor and inductor, all the three. So, we will do in the next class, we will combine all the three. Once we know what happens when all the three are combined, we automatically know what happens when two are combined, because third we will make 0. This two combination, make this 0, this two combination, make this 0, this two combination. So, once we know the formula for combination of 3, we know everything. So, our next topic will be RLC, series circuit. Thank you.